Hey, let's make this speedy, shall we? I'm pretty sure that is artwork from, like, the very, very, very first update. I might be wrong, actually. I remember the first update was just the T-Rex roaring. Is this new? I don't... but it looks very familiar to me. Oh, well, this update really doesn't have anything that much for me to show in terms of the game. Honestly, this is where we should really be looking, because no way I'm gonna find Draco Venator, like, just immediately. Let's see. Health. So they basically show all the elements here. I'm a bit sleepy. I was woken up early by just the call of nature. Okay, so Draco Venator has like 4,500 health, which is pretty low for a unique. 17, like very high damage, very high, well, high-ish speed. Good crit chance, immune to stun, resists swap, resists rend by a good amount, and resists bleed. I mean, immune to bleed fully. As for Ceratosaurus, it has a lot of health, honestly. Like, that's a good amount of health. Good amount of attack. Good. Just good stats overall. For some reason, it has armor, despite having no armor-like qualities that as far as I can see. Pretty decent crit chance. Immune to stun, which is always good when you just immune to stun. Resists rend by a good amount. Resists distraction by a very heavy amount. Immune to bleed, which is interesting considering how much health it has. Resists vulnerable by a weird amount, and then resists deceleration, which basically immune to slowing down. And unfortunately, I won't be able to test them out because there's no way I'm going to find them instantly. So just, yeah, let's open up the game and see if there really is anything worth looking at. Come on, game, load faster. I've got some things I gotta do today. Like, later I have to... Yeah, just random stuff, and this game is taking its sweet time loading. Here we go. It finally loaded. I honestly... I was so indifferent about this update that I completely forgot. Oh, we can do a Tyrannosaurus raid. Okay, that's good. We'll have something to do today. But in the meantime, I honestly... Oh, look. Yay, Zainreborn are spawning. Okay, I'm gonna throw up a Gigasend. And hope that something spawn... Oh, is the volume off? Sorry, my bad. There we go. That's a rare. Thank you for the patience. It's like $100, right? Yeah, it's always $100. So there's really no way for me to actually see the creatures. Okay, yeah, thank you. I know how that works. Yeah, they're not... I'm not going to be able to track it. And is it already on... no. Tomorrow it'll definitely be on sale, though. They'll be like, hey, get the Ceratosaurus and Draco Venator. Buy it now. They might as well just add a unique incubator. No, actually, no, they can't. Not yet. Really, the only thing I can think about worth checking out that isn't the Tyrannosaurus raid is just testing out the new T-Rex. So, let's go find T-Rex and Kentrosaurus and then just throw them in battle and see how well they do. Although T-Rex's buff really won't be too helpful in this scenario since there are no flocks. Yeah, there it is. Group Fierce Impact and Counter Ferocity. Oh, that's actually really strong. Was it always... No, that's not right. I've seen so many other dinosaurs that have that passive ability. Like, where is... Tamatoa here has, like... Oh, it's only, like, 10%, so it's, like, kind of pathetic. Kentrosaurus, where are you? There he is. Now, you did get You got 10% armor. Yeah, I still think Kentrosaurus got the better buff. Of course, it is up to interpretation whether you believe T-Rex is better or not. But I do think that really the only things they changed was like they gave it a lot more health and they gave it a group attack, which is very good, and a counter ferocity. I just feel like this is completely irrelevant considering all of it's already one of the slowest creatures in the game. So the moment a Diplodocus applies vulnerable on this thing, the T-Rex is like already going to cleanse it. So there's really no point in that vulnerable resistance. Unless, of course, for some reason your T-Rex just somehow happens to be faster than the opposing dinosaur, and then it applies vulnerable secondly, and then it swaps into something. I guess that would make it... But that's such a rare scenario when they could have given this thing, I don't know, maybe... What would be a good resistance for T-Rex? Really, the only thing that comes to mind is probably swap preventation, or... Because I feel like it should not be immune to distractions because this is the key fierce creature, and to be a key fierce creature that that is already immune to distractions just feels broken. Then again, this game is pretty busted anyway, so let's just jump into battle, test out the new T-Rex and the new Kentro, and see if they're worth using in tournaments or if we should just let them rot. Leave them to continue rotting. Let's go with T-Rex first, since it actually has a lot of health. I keep forgetting that they boosted its health by a good amount. Really, it's not going to make too much of a difference here. Actually, because of that, you'll boost my damage. So, actually, maybe I'll kill it. Do I kill it? I think... Oh, no, I don't. But, oh, wow, that really helps. That could be the meaning. That could really change T-Rex from almost killing it to full-on killing it. I actually like that. Unfortunately, this Dilophosaurus is going to absolutely murder T-Rex because, again, it is very slow. Oh. Okay. And we're back. And looks like this Inostransavia is going to kill us. Oh, it distracted us. So, well. Counter for us. Thankfully, that will also help with distractions. If something goes for like a debilitate. Well, I can't think of any. Oh, I still killed it. I honestly can't think of any epics that would be a problem for this dude. He's gonna kill me. Just go ahead, do it. T-Rex is still too slow for my liking. But you know what, whatever. Kentrosaurus, let's see what you can do. Well, actually, your buffs are also going to be irrelevant here because this thing pierces armor anyway. So, but then... And it doesn't apply any of the things that you are resistant to. So, let's just see what happens. Oh, he went for Radiated Crush anyway. It doesn't matter. And unfortunately, okay, so I know I said in the last update that I'm okay with it having just group decelerating strike because it means it can spam this ability whenever it wants. Well, then again, I forgot about its counterattack, so that is also very... Oh, that's not as much damage as I was thinking. Well, then again, it's only level 10. Yep, there we go. It goes for that, and then it goes for a group decelerating strike, and it's dead. Good job, Kentrosaurus. Even though, really, Phlox is where we should really be testing these guys out. But you get the idea. They got buffed, and that's really all there is to... Oh, okay, wow. They really zipped through that one. Nothing I'm really interested is here. So, let's just jump right into a Tyrannochiri raid. Oh, look, we're already there. We just need to wait for one more person to pick his dinosaur. Any minute now. Oh, there we go. We got it. Yeah, I mean, really, this is a very easy raid. It's so easy. You can just... I'm pretty sure I did this last update as well, where I just waited. I just let the game... Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm multitasking right now because this is such a no-brain raid that I'm just focusing on doing another video that I'm working on for next... Okay, so you're watching... So next week, next week's video that I'm getting ready for like a Monday. Let's just click buttons and I just talk. What do I talk about? There really isn't too much for me to say. Have you guys seen, like, the new Beast of the Mesozoic, Utah Raptor and Achabilitator? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I've literally never heard of that creature before until BOTM started making... There's so many obscure species BOTM makes, and I love it. Like, they give you popular ones like Triceratops and Stegosaurus coming soon. Dilophosaurus is also coming to Cyberzoic. But then they also give you some really obscure ones. Like, who's ever heard of, like... Dang it. I know what I'm thinking of. There are loads of ceratopsians I never heard of. Alberta ceratops or Utah ceratops. Who knew those existed until BOTM came along? So yeah, the Utah Raptor it just looks so good, and it's one of my favorite dinosaurs, so... that might be another thing I just asked my dad to get for my birthday, which is like months away. Or maybe by then it'll, like, my hype for it will wear down, and then I'll just, forget about it. But most likely not, because that's, I love Utah Raptor, and it's like a big raptor, and it's articulated. I want it. It's not like Jurassic Park is gonna give us and Mattel's gonna give us a Utahraptor anytime soon, because Universal they're especially with Universal, if they would give us a Utahraptor, it would probably be featherless. Because their last feathered raptor was kind of disappointing. The Pyroraptor, like all of its scenes were just in the trailer. Like that's the thing of like one of that's like for the longest time. Like I like Dominion, but the main problems I had with it was like I only had two problems. One was that like the ending kind of sucked, and two, the Mosasaurs did jack squat nothing. Although recently I did have a bit of a third problem. It ties in with a mix of Beta and Pyroraptor at the same time, which is technically two problems, but I consider it the same problem because there was a leak that there was supposed to be a Pyroraptor attack scene instead of capturing Beta scene. It just Beta feels very forgettable to the movie. Like even when I was talking about it in the Carnivorous Conversations on Indominus Rex 1's channel, on like with Indominus and Orca, I was just watching. I completely forgot that Beta was in the plot at all while we were talking. That's how forgettable Beta really is in the movie. So it really just feels like that the fact that we got another scene with Beta instead of what we could have had a Pyroraptor scene, that just feels it just felt very disappointing. It just makes Beta feel like we could have got more Pyroraptor, but no, we got Beta instead. Because the Pyroraptor was like the most hyped thing for the movie, without a question. And then, because it was in Universal knew that the paleo community would go nuts for a feathered raptor. And they threw it in every single trailer. Only for us to find out that, oh wait, all those trailer scenes were its full-on screen time in the movie. It didn't have any other scenes from that. Same with the Quetzal, but the Quetzal did contribute to the plot, so I can forgive that one. It's also why I like the Dimetrodon so much, because they didn't feel the need to constantly throw it in all the promotional art. Its scene was a complete surprise for me, which is why I enjoyed it so much, despite what others would say. But then a lot of people had a lot of problems with the movie that, again, don't really bother me too much, but it bothered them, so it's like, I'm not going to argue about it, because different people have different minds. Like, people hate Dominion. I'm not gonna yell at them and say, hey, stop hating Dominion, because what am I gonna do? Tell them to think exactly like me? That's not nice. I'm just rambling because I literally have nothing to say about this update. I was so indifferent to it that I've already forgotten what the features were aside. Okay, wow. This is the first time we didn't defeat a Tyrannochire on a first turn. Then again, we are missing a very heavy-powered Thor. That'll do it. I've already lost my train of thought. Ooh, man, my brain is running slow. What else? What other random topics can I talk about? Let's talk about Thomas for a while. Except, not really. I can't really talk about Thomas because in terms of official stuff, I haven't been paying attention because the show is just downhill now. Now, I feel like it's crazy. Like, on my old channel, Thomas was the big money maker on my channel, despite the fact that I didn't make any money on that channel. It's just an expression for saying that's how popular he was on my channel. But now, this new channel, it's all dinosaurs. Like, I upload anything with a dinosaur on it, and it gets a lot of views. Like, Dino Duels gets so many views, even the random videos. It's great. I love it. I mean, granted, I do need to make some new Thomas content. It's just that I just haven't been very inspired to do so because there's not much to go on. Anyway, this raid is almost over. It's not gonna be. These guys aren't. Whoa, what? The Pteranodon is. The Pteranodon got the extra bleed. Oh well. Okay. You know what? Yeah, it's fine. Rexy's gonna give us all a boost in a roar. And then I will just destroy every minion that exists. That Pteranodon is dead. And now the Elanquash should be dead. Yep. Unfortunately, it is going to take a little longer because I did waste my Ready to Crush. Especially since he has, like, a dispersed Cunning Strike. Why did they decide to do that? Why dispersed? Why not group cunning? Is it because there's confusion between like group heal and dispersed heal or something? It's just that they just come up with new names. Next they're gonna say team heal, like why not team or like we like group attacks and then team heals or something. It's so yeah, the game just I just every time I open it, I don't feel excited to play it. I just feel like, oh, here we go. Time to do stuff in the game. Like, I was excited for this update. Like, when I read the data mines, I was excited. I thought Toro was coming. I thought Styracosaurus was coming. Which they still are. I'm pretty sure next... Well, I shouldn't quote myself, but, like, they're soon. They have descriptions and everything. And they have abilities. Like, Styracosaurus has been leaked, and we have a leaked ability called Gore. So, like, you know, Styracosaurus, gore, like, horn, goring it, it's right there. It's all the evidence is there that they are coming, and yet, I mean, they did say that they are going to take their time with the updates, and then they are going to start focusing more on, like, just fixing their game, despite the fact that these updates so far haven't felt like they're fixing the game at all. In fact, this update alone just added just 2 new creatures that are unobtainable, and just 2 buffs. And that's literally all I remember. I don't remember anything else that was coming to this game. Now we're just gonna kill it. Yeah, I can kill it. Once that guy heals, all the distraction will be gone, and then I'll just munch on it. I literally have nothing left to say. I'm sorry. Brain is running slow, and this update is just very lackluster in terms of actually giving out content that we can just easily get right off the bat. Tyrannokaire's defeated. That's another raid completed. This is probably the only raid I do anymore. That's that, and the only Apex raid I do. I have no Mort is another easy one, which is crazy considering how hard he was at the beginning. But now he's just one of the... Wow, okay, that flashes quickly now. That is definitely a change they made. Thanks for watching, guys. Wait, is there a flock here? There's no flock. I literally have nothing left to show, guys. So, sorry if this episode just feels very nothing. It's just, I have nothing to show. So, as they say in the Owl House, bye!